Hello, everybody. I was going to say good morning, Vietnam, but that's already been done. Welcome to another episode of BJ and Coffee. He's Bill, I'm Jim, and Bill's actually drinking coffee this week. I, on the other hand, am currently consuming a Kentucky Coffee Barrel Stout.
Yep, and it's in a red Solo cup. I fill you up. Proceed to party.
Are you sitting on the couch in front of your house right now with the race on outside?
No, but the race is not knowing I'm sitting in my dining room.
Fucking rednecks. Oh, Lordy. For our viewers, you will notice that my scenery has changed. Built and installed a new desk this weekend, so it's been I have much more space now. I actually have a 32-inch monitor that I've been trying to find space for, so I can run.
He built a desk, but he still hasn't built a fucking studio yet.
Hey, you know what? I'm waiting for the new house. When I get the new house, then I'll build a new studio.
I have a partial studio in my basement.
Now, when I build a studio, it's going to be like soundproofed in the works. Let me get the housekeeping out of the way while I'm drinking my beer. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/BJ and Coffee. We're on Twitter at coffee_BJ. You can email us at bjandcoffee@gmail.com. And, of course, we're on YouTube now. Just do a quick search for BJ and Coffee, and we will pop right up. Like the hyper-caffeinated bitches we are.
Yes, I am back from vacation, which I had a very lovely time out in Alexandria Bay. We went to Boat Castle. Checked out the beautiful scenery from Boat Castle, which was very beautiful. I also took the kids to Clayton, down into the village of Clayton, and we went to the antique boat museum and looked at antique wooden boats.
Yeah, Clayton's a neat little place too. I've been there a number of times over the years, and A-Bay's fun, but I think Clayton has a little bit more of that small town USA feel to it versus A-Bay, which is a little more touristy.
Well, I mean, you still get that small town feel, even with being in A-Bay and Clayton and stuff like that. Like it's I mean, shit. You sneeze and you go through it.
True. And no argument on that point. Like I said, I've been to both, and sometimes I think Clayton's a little more low key, is what it is.
Clayton's a more, if you look at like what they have compared to what A-Bay has, Clayton is more of a small town with like restaurants, more than they do shops or anything else like that.
Yep.
Where A-Bay, yes, has more souvenir shops, and of course, yes, restaurants and small diners. So yeah, but I mean, it's still a small town. You still get that small town feel, but also more of a tourist attraction feel.
Yeah, A-Bay is more touristy than Clayton. That's what
yeah,
I'm going for.
Yeah, I see it both ways, kind of, but of course I'm up there all the damn time, with my truck route. So
we
had fun, we did some fishing and and just had a good time.
That's the important part. You got to have a good time. You just got to relax and have fun sometimes.
I think we had. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the kids love the New York State Fair. But with the New York State Fair this year being canceled, I think I had more fun camping than worrying about if I can get home or not with traffic, if I can get out of my driveway or not with traffic.
I will say
if I can get halfway down the street with traffic.
I've been doing a series on my cooking videos for State Fair foods that we love to hate ourselves for loving. And today, I just did one today because I actually have to work tomorrow. Yes, I said work. I have a job. I'm an officially licensed New York State hooker now. Hooking cars, that is.
Are you? So you're a hook. Wait, so thank God you didn't say you're hooking cars, because if you're saying you're a New York State certified hooker, to the fact that Cuomo does want to pass that prostitution is legal. I don't want to see you standing on a street corner somewhere, because I might have to say something to you.
Hey, you can't handle the truth. That's why I called it the truth. No, I'm actually. I mean, it's.
Does your wife know that you're hooking?
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, let's face it. It's not the direction I was trying to go in, but you know what? It's a job, The pay is reasonable, and I'm good with that. I'm okay with it. Keep the bills paid, and that's the important part.
Move up, get your CDL, and you could actually go work for Big Red Towing and drive the big rigs.
We'll see. I'm going to start where I'm at, and then we'll go from there. But no, since I have to work tomorrow, I did my cooking video earlier today, and I did the beer battered deep fried taco, which is more like a burrito than a taco, really. But let me tell you, that was fantastic. And God, I feel like I should be in a food coma right now. And that's not even counting the beers I've had. But
everyone's trying to get me to get drunk on fucking at camp, and I'm like, you know what? I am not here to get drunk. I'm here to fucking relax.
I will say this: I was looking forward to the Dropkick Murphys again this year at the fair, and I'm kind of sad it's not happening. But
I gotta say, that's the only thing of the New York State Fair I really miss is the free concerts.
Well,
because they usually have some really good, decent free concerts usually during the fair.
They do. Like I said, Dropkick Murphys. It was going to be 3 in a row. I was excited. I
got
my concert shirt. I got my kilt, my Doc Martens. I'm ready to roll.
I can't complain about that too much, but I mean, I got to say though, this year, with it not going on this year, it's nice to be able to come home from work and not have to worry about traffic or go a different route.
And I get that part of it, but by the same token, you got to look at the local businesses around here that are dying right now because they're losing all.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
But yeah, it's.
I feel bad. I feel bad for those people. It's not even just a local business. It's the whole county we live in. Is suffering. Going to be suffering from big time.
Well, they're already. Oh,
county tax. I guarantee county taxes next year goes up.
The city of Syracuse is sending out all sorts of parking ticket letters because they're doing their amnesty program. They sent me one. It's a license plate. I went back and looked because I keep pretty good records. I've never had that license plate. They sent my wife one. She's never had a license or a car for that matter. And I'm like, how the does she get a park? I said, how the fuck does she get a parking ticket with no license and no car? I don't get it.
I saw the comment. My wife literally commented on your post actually, and she literally spoke up and she goes, "That is one expensive scam to even set up."
Yeah. Well, the fucked up part is now apparently they're saying, "Oh no, that was the city. It's legit." And I said, "Yes, somebody on Tuesday is going to have one hell of a bad day. There's a lot of phone calls roll. I'll be one of them. I'll be like, A, I've never had that license plate, so I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. And B, you sent my wife one who's never had a license or a vehicle. So how the fuck does she get a parking ticket?" But I also talked to our lawyer. He said, just don't worry about it. I was like, okay. My only concern is I don't want it to affect my license, but I don't think it can.
I don't think it will. I mean, it's obviously they've got to realize that there's either A, if it's not a scam, there's something wrong with their computer system and they're just printing shit out.
Oh, dude. Okay. A friend of mine, and I'm going to phrase it this way because I can't say too much. I don't want to get him in trouble. Friend of mine used to work for the city, is well aware of how all of that functions. He said it is such a clusterfuck down there. He said their filing system is so far behind the times because there's no way in hell they could actually tell you if you actually had a parking ticket or not. I'm like,
I don't get it.
Fuck.
I mean, it's Syracuse is going to hell in a handbasket, more or less.
I'll be honest with you. We're looking at other states right now because New York in general has just gone down the shitter. I also want to find. I'm to the point in life where I want to find somewhere where in the wintertime the air does not hurt my face. I'm tired of my face hurting when I go out in the winter. I want to wear shorts year round. God damn it. Oops. Fresh battery time.
I wouldn't mind living somewhere where I could live shorts year round and I don't know, maybe sit on the beach. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Son of a beach.
Get out of work and be like, you know what, I just want to go relax. My backyard and have my backyard as the beach. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, until the hurricanes come in.
Screw it, sit out there during that time too. It's only a little bit of rain. What's it gonna hurt?
Hey, Bill, how's the weather? It's raining sideways.
Pigs really do fly.
That's one of my favorite clips from Family Guy. And we'll check in with Ollie. Ollie, how's the weather? It's raining sideways. Oh, shit. Well, you know what, though? I want to really get us kicked off story-wise with a good story. An Albany man out kayaking on Lake George was rescued by priests in a floating tiki bar.
Wait, what? Wait. Did you literally just say that a man was rescued by priests on a floating tiki bar?
Yes. It was a choppy afternoon on Lake George. And
was that holy wine they were serving on the tiki bar?
I'll get into it. Don't worry. It was a choppy afternoon on Lake George, and Jimmy McDonald from Albany was paddling in his kayak. As he tells it, he drifted away from his wife and stepkids because he was taking pictures with his new smartphone and not really paying attention. As he tried to make his way back, the water got choppier, and he paddled harder before he tipped over and lost his paddle. He was in about 30 feet of water, and his life jacket didn't fit properly. It was popping up over his head, and he was holding onto the kayak with one hand and his new $1,400 smartphone with the other hand. He says other people were passing by in the distance, but his pride wouldn't let him scream for help. So for several exhausting minutes, he kept trying to get the kayak flipped back over. That's when then he goes, that's when I said, all right, I think I might die today. I think this might be it. And I prayed to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for help. Greg Barrett is a captain for Tiki Tours. He says a lot of things aligned that day. He typically pilots partiers, but not that day. At first, Barrett saw Jimmy's paddle, and then one of his passengers said they heard a call for help. Mr. Barrett says, so as soon as I turned the boat towards him, I realized his life preserver had been in the upper portion of his head, and he was hanging on for dear life. They got to him, and a deckhand and the passengers pulled him on board. And here's where it gets interesting. Jimmy, the kayaker, is a drug counselor and a recovering addict. He laughed about that and said, how funny is it that I've been sober for 7 years and I got saved by a tiki bar? And not just any tiki bar, though. It was full of priests and seminarians from the Paulist Fathers, a Catholic retreat on the lake. Jimmy prayed for help from above, and it arrived in the form of men of the cloth on a floating bar. I just, it makes me laugh. Let's see. We're missionaries, said Chris Milano, a second-year seminarian. For us that day, that was our mission, to be present and to help someone in need. That someone in need says he's committed to continuing to help others drowning in addiction. I just take that as a sign from God that he's got me here for a real reason, said McDonald. So yeah, they weren't actually drinking on the bar. They just rented it for a cruise around the lake. Happened to be in the right place at the right time and saved the dude's life. I honestly don't care what kind of higher power you believe in. That's pretty much proof right there that there is one.
That it does. And I guarantee that, because they were priests for a Catholic church, I guarantee that there was some holy wine involved in this.
Actually, they said, I read a couple other versions of the story, traced it back a little bit, and they said there was no actual alcohol being consumed that day.
It was non-alcoholic holy wine.
Yeah, well, no, they just rented it for a day to cruise around the lake. They thought it would be kind of cool to cruise in a tiki bar. I was like, well, damn.
All I'm picturing is a tiki bar with a bunch of priests on it wearing like that weird hat that they wear.
Oh, yeah.
I can't right now.
Oh, let's see.
Saving one soul at a time. Come ride our tiki bar. Wow.
Oh, excuse me. I'm okay. I'm alive still.
Well, my story is Carol Baskin. I got my moves from YouTube. Get ready, DWTS. Carol Baskin studied hard and cheaply before Dancing with the Stars, picking up her ballroom basics by watching video tutorials online. Sources close to Carol tells TMZ she immediately turned to YouTube for help after finding out she was going to be on the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars, and she started with the biggest salsa, cha-cha, and waltz. We're told she also enlisted the help of a cool cat or kitten. One of her big cat rescue members teaches dance and gave Carol some tips. The hell? Oh, sorry. There's a picture of her and her husband dressed as tigers. Uh, let's be real. She needs all the help she can get, other than her infamous dance clips submission for the Justin Bieber and Ari Grande music video. We're told Carol has zero dance experience. Our sources say Carol also signed up for a virtual training app in June with a music-based trainer helping her get used to
You wanna
being.
know how it changed? Fucking bitch. Carol fucking Baskin. Wanna know how? Carol fucking Baskin. Wanna know why I'm infertile? Carol fucking Baskins. Wanna know why my juice congeal? Carol fucking Baskin. I'll shoot your fucking head off.
Helping her get used to being a tempo. Turned out that it's important for dancing. Carol's looking for Slim at Dancing with the Stars rehearsals. Our sources say she's lost 20 pounds since shooting Tiger King and is down to 165 pounds. She wasn't even fucking fat.
Yeah, well, you know, camera adds 10 pounds.
Hey, Jesus Christ. We're told Carol has been on a vegan diet and only eats 2 meals a day. Well, yeah, that's because you're feeding your fucking cats. That's why you got to go vegan.
Well, it's not that she's feeding the cats; it's what she's feeding them. Where's her husband?
Yeah, that's true. She's also riding her bike 10 miles a day, 7 days a week, and doing a lot of squats, lunges, and leaps, and seeing results. Yeah, she's probably doing lunges and leaps to get away from the fucking tigers because she's in the cage too long with them.
And they're like, "Your husband was tasty. Let's see how you taste."
Exactly. All that health and fitness might help Carol feel like an LA local. She's moved to La La Land temporarily for Dancing with the Stars. Her husband Howie and daughter Jamie are staying home in Tampa to tend to the big cat sanctuary. Bitch, that ain't a big cat sanctuary.
No.
It's a fucking zoo. Idiots. So yeah, so Carol Baskin is actually going to be on Dancing with the Stars, which technically, if you ask me, she's not really a star.
No, she's an anti-star.
She was on one fucking documentary for fucking Joe Exotic Tiger King. And she was on there because supposedly she killed her husband and fed him to the fucking cats, or he's buried underneath some septic tank on the property.
Gotta love it. So, Syracuse is running a trying to get downtown reinvigorated again. With you are the missing ingredient in Syracuse. Now they're saying you as in the letter U, and when they spell out Syracuse, they're skipping out the U in Syracuse. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then we hit with all those fucking dumbass letters, and I'm like, yeah, no, I have no desire to go downtown when you're going to act like
that. I don't know how they're planning on doing all this extra shit in downtown Syracuse when freaking Upstate Hospital or fucking Syracuse University owns most of the properties there.
Yep. Oh, don't forget St. Joe's. They own quite a bit too.
Sorry, forgot
St. Joe's owns most of the north side.
Yes. Where Upstate in fucking Syracuse University owns pretty much all the downtown shit. But Upstate also owns outside of that too. They own stuff out in Camillus and a couple other villages along Onondaga County.
Yeah, it's oh. Yeah. I'm kind of reading the editorial here saying that we want everybody to come out and have a good time. It's like, fuck your downtown. You can't even get shit right with your whatchamacallit, your parking tickets. Why am I going to go down there and risk getting booted because you think I have a parking ticket when I don't?
I am sick of downtown shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some great restaurants down that I love going to, but now I get a little bit nervous about it because if they can't get their parking ticket shit straight, why am I going to bother? I'm just giving them my thoughts for a minute. There we go.
Story. I'm gonna pull it up. Ooh, Mountain Dew. I'm gonna drink that after my coffee.
Mountain Dew. Boob sweat.
Josh,
here. So tomorrow's gonna be back up into the 80s locally.
Yep.
Here, Josh.
Go ahead. Go finish what you're doing real fast, and then I'll.
3 stabbed and 2 shot on Saturday night in Syracuse. One more reason not to go downtown. Well, 5 actually.
Yes, there was also a shooting on the north side of Syracuse, which was just right by downtown at the Subway or at the Speedway gas station the other day.
Nice.
Or sorry, Sunoco gas station, I should say.
Oh yeah, over on State and James.
Yes.
Yep. Yes. Hey, you point a gun at the cops, you're getting shot. That's just how it goes.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. Tennessee woman who passed away 6 months ago gets a letter saying she is COVID-19 positive. Memphis, Tennessee. A Shelby County man questions what is going on at the Shelby County Health Department. His mother died 6 months ago, but the health department just sent her a letter saying that she is COVID-19 positive. Troy Wantington said he was surprised when he opened the letter this week from the Shelby County Health Department. He knew what was in the letter was false. I'm just having a hard time understanding how they can say someone has COVID-19 when they are not even alive, said Wantington.
Exactly.
Wantington said a letter arrived from the Shelby County Health Department for his mother, Sandra Wantington, to Wantington. The letter says she has been diagnosed as COVID positive and needs to isolate. That would be difficult, according to her obituary. The 66-year-old died February 16th. That was weeks before the first case of COVID-19 was detected in Shelby County. It's been 6 months, almost 7, since she passed away. There was no testing that was done at that time. On her death certificate, it was stated that she died. She stated that she died. What the cause of death was, and was not COVID-19, it was COPD. The Millington resident said his mom fought for a long battle of COPD and was considered in stage 4 when she died in hospice at the home of a friend. Wantington said when he called the health department, he was told she took a COVID-19 test June 20th. How do you take a test June 20th when you died February 16th?
Yeah.
Which was clearly impossible. She was she was cremated.
You know, like I said, there's just so much bullshit going on these days.
It's impossible for someone to be tested on June 20th who passed away on February 16th, said
That was
Wantington.
cremated.
That was cremated, no less. Wantington said this situation makes him question not only the Shelby County Health Department's COVID-19 structure, but structures across the country. I would just like for the health departments to be more accurate, he added. They had a record of her death there. That is where I got the death certificate from, and it's in the same building they're sending out saying she is positive, which is not possible. And now they're saying that people are positive that died prior to this whole COVID-19.
Yep.
And what is wrong with this shit? I'm not even gonna read the rest of this because it just makes me sick. But it just kind of goes to show up like this whole system, I think, is just all fucked up.
Oh, I tell you, the experts urge caution at Labor Day celebration after cases spiked following other U.S. holidays. Yeah.
Which I don't really get real fast, because let's look up here in New York State. They said there was a huge spike on July 4th weekend. But yet, if you look at our numbers from July 4th, they were wicked low. They're like
look at the numbers 2 weeks after July 4th. They're still low. It was still going down.
Yeah, it was like there was like 0.6% or something, or 0.06% of an infection rate.
Yeah.
And if you look at our numbers today in Onondaga County, I don't even think anyone's really even tested positive.
It's literally it's just about gone away here.
I don't get it. And you know what? I don't plan on getting it because I'm sick of it. I'm over it.
Let's see. Well, at least we're not in California, though.
Oh yeah, did you see that? The latest news in California?
Which one?
Well, I didn't really want to get into politics, but I guess we're going to do it anyways.
Oh, I'm not talking politics, so.
Okay, well, you didn't see where Nancy Pelosi walked into a fucking salon in California?
You know, you're fine. Oh, yeah, and got her hair done.
Got her hair done. And no salons in California are open.
Exactly. Well, what I was looking at was blackouts could hit as many as 3 million California homes and businesses Sunday evening as an epic heat wave smothers the West Coast. Manager of the state's electricity grid said. It could be, hang on, maybe later. It would be one of the largest blackouts in California history, if not the largest. The independent system operator, which runs the grid, said it was facing a shortfall of 4,000 megawatts unless Californians comply with urgent pleas for conservation. Basically, they're saying California is using too much electricity. However, I do want to point out the interesting concept that over the last 5 years, the majority of the wildfires that you've been seeing in California have been caused by issues with the electrical grid, and PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, was definitely dinged with being responsible for a lot of them. So yeah, at least we're not dealing with rolling blackouts.
Let me get in the racing world a little bit here. Super Dirt Week from Oswego Speedway has been canceled for 2021, which was on the news this past week. But the good news is the Super Series is actually heading that week to Port Royal, Pennsylvania, October 15th to the 17th. With let me see, hang on, a minute, 53,000 to win. I'll get into actually this article real fast. Port Royal, PA, the richest event for dirt motorsports in 2020 is taking shape at Port Royal Speedway. BD Motorsports Media LLC bringing the Speed Showcase 200 to the Speed Palace Saturday, October 15th to the 17th. Highlights by a massive 53,000 to win 200 lap spectacular for the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series STSS, fueled by Sunoco Modifieds. The minimum purse structured of $125,000, 675 has been posted for Saturday's 200 alone, drawing attention from competitors across the region and pummeling the interest of race-starved fans. The weekend kicks off on Thursday, October 15th, with a 40-lap 5,000 to win at the Volkswagen USA South region, presented by Design for Vision and Sunglass Central Modified event, offering 1,000 for 10th. 400 to start. Crate 602 Sportsmen will also be welcome to turn practice laps in advance for their first appearance at Port Royal. On Friday, October 16th, will increase with qualifying night for the Saturday's Modifieds and Crate 602 Sportsmen main event. Modifieds take part in the mini feature 20-lap qualifying race with Crate 602 Sportsmen racing in 15-lap event 4 cylinders, following established by Port Royal rules, competed the Friday cards. Then again, the B main stuff. Where is it? Campers may move into the Northern County Fairgrounds starting Wednesday, October 14th at noon. Reserved camping spots go on sale Tuesday, September 8th by calling 302-645-3206. Dry camping sites are $50 for the weekend. Sites with electric are very limited and costing $125 for the weekend.
Nice.
On Saturday, rows A through G are entry reserved at $40 per seat. Advanced tickets can be obtained by calling 717-527-2303 starting September 16th. The rain date for the weekend is Sunday, October 18th, has been established. The complete information center has been posted. You can go to www.shorttracksuperseries.com or go to www.portroyalspeedway.com. That is the Super Series. The Dirt Car Series actually is this year. If you want to check this out, this is 53,000 to win. I believe you can actually. I don't think I saved that article to read. Let's see if I did. The Dirt Car Series is doing 6 tracks, 6 nights, and it's like $300,000.
Damn.
I'm looking for it right now, and I don't see it. I don't think I saved it. And I didn't. Oh, here it is. Oswego Speedway cancels rest of the season, including the Budweiser Classic. Nope, that's the Oswego Speedway canceling Classic. Where is it? I know I saved it.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Well, while you're looking for that, I'm going to fill in a little bit here. LG has confirmed its upcoming phone will be called the Wing with a capital W and will be revealed at its announcement event on September 14th. The device is believed to have 2 screens in a swiveling form factor, with a recent teaser video showing what looks like a sliding mechanism that can rotate it into a T shape. In addition to its swiveling screens, reports of the Wings so far have indicated the device will support 5G, have a triple rear camera array with a 64 megapixel main sensor, and will run on a Snapdragon 7 series processor. So it's pretty solid specs there from what we've got. The device will be LG's first launched under its Explorer project, a new mobile category the company says is aimed at discovering new ways to interact with mobile devices and challenging established user norms. Adding that the Wing will deliver a new and different form factor and mobile experience that would be impossible to create with conventional smartphones. The LG's announcement event kicks off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on September 14th. And I'm actually popping that over on the Facebook page. Post. So people can go take a look at it. It's definitely an interesting looking phone. It reminds me of the T-Mobile Sidekick back in the day. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that it swiveled.
North Carolina.
It swiveled around and opened up, and you had an actual keyboard under there.
Why, you want to go? Oh, damn. Sorry, the wife was asking where Darlington was. That's where the NASCAR race is this weekend, and as of, well, my driver was in the lead, Chase Elliott, but it looks like he's restarting third.
So he's chasing first place. You didn't even catch that, did you?
They pitted, honey.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, wasn't paying attention to you. Sorry
You
on
would
that
say
one.
he's chasing first place?
No.
My rapier wit is wasted.
Okay, so I got it right here. Super Dirt Week canceled. Oktoberfest announced. Wii Sport New York. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 restriction, dirt car racing officials have announced that the 2020 edition of Napa Super Dirt Week has been canceled. However, in its place, dirt car racing officials have announced the creation of Dirt Car Oktoberfest. The 6-day event at 6 different tracks will feature 4 Northeast racing divisions headlined by the Super Dirt Car Series on October 6th through the 11th. While competitors will be at the track, social distancing and masked up for their safety, fans will be able to enjoy the competitive Veal Dirt Vision. What Dirt Car has put together is essentially an entire season in a week, with 6 nights of Super Dirt Car Series racing supported by Dirt Car 358 Modified, Sportsman, and Pro Stocks. We want to keep the teams close to home by celebrating at our home tracks, said Dirt Car team Brian Carter. We're putting it all on the line and investing the 2020 series points funds into prize money over the course of 6 weeks. Over the course of a single week, so we can put 2020 behind us with a bang. 6 core, long-standing dirt car tracks are lined up to host their primary events. Generally, travel will be east to west on Dirt Car Oktoberfest, kicking off on Tuesday, October 6th at Albany Saratoga Speedway with Big Block, Sportsman, and Pro Stocks. From there, the action picks up at up in Verona, New York at the Utica Speedway, the half mile. On Wednesday night, the Big Block 358 Modifieds and Pro Stocks. Fulton, New York Speedway has been quiet in 2021, but on Thursday, October 8th, the Super Dirt Car Series will visit the High Bang Oval alongside the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds and Sportsmen's. Can-Am Speedway will be next with the Big Black 358 Modifieds and Sportsmen's, visiting the track for a Friday night of racing. Land of Legends, which is Canastota, out in Canastota. Where'd I go? Site of a Saturday night special, Big Black Sportsman will tear up the historical half-mile oval in Canastota, New York on October 10th. Finally, on October 11th, Dirt Car Oktoberfest will wrap up with a 75-lap Big Block Modified featured at Weed Sports Speedway. Sportsman and Pro Stocks will also be on the card. Each night from Tuesday, October 6th through Sunday, October 11th will be highlighted by 2 or 3 feature events. No week-long champion will be named, but drivers will battle for more than $300,000 in purses and prizes. Fans and friends on Dirt Car will also have the opportunity to contribute a special award for the entire week. In addition to the cancellation of Super Dirt Week, Dirt Car racing officials have also confirmed that that all the remainder Super Dirt Car Series events have been canceled, and no series champion will be crowned this year. Uh, the canceled races were scheduled for September 6th at Unicron Speedway, September 12th at Weedsport Speedway, September 19th at Atlanta Legends Raceway, and finally September 26th at Albany Saratoga Speedway. With the 49th annual NASCAR Napa Super Dirt Week canceled for this year's ticket, and camping will automatically carry over to October 6th to the 10th, 2021. Fans may require a refund, but refunding camping sites and seats will be made available to general public at superdirtweek.com in October. So unfortunately, because everything that's going on, the biggest race that goes on here in upstate New York has been canceled.
Yeah, not surprised. The
Which they could still have. They could actually still have it. Because a lot of the tracks have been operating without fans in the stands. The problem is a lot of the tracks won't open because they're not allowed to have the fans in the stands. And I get it because that's how they make their money. But you can go on Dirt Vision to watch all 6 nights of racing. I might have to do.
That's my issue.
Set up 2 computers so we could do a live play-by-play on Dirt Vision. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, I could legitimately do it because I run multiple monitors, so I could run it on one monitor and run this on the other monitor. Do a live stream.
I want to see what the price of it is.
The problem with New York State is just it's killing everything, So for our sports fans, Novak Djokovic was defaulted from the 2020 U.S. Open after accidentally hitting the line judge with the ball. I don't know if anybody follows tennis, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't follow.
He's a favorite for the men's singles title at the U.S. Open. He's out. Accidentally hit a line judge in the neck when he hit the ball back off his racket. Players who hit another person on the court can automatically be disqualified from the competition by way of a loss. He realized immediately he hit her and approached her. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, so from the sound of it, it was a total accident, but it is what it is. Not even gonna. I don't know enough about tennis to say much more than that. I'll admit it. This is tennis.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whiplash. Tennis is whiplash.
Plus the girls are out there playing, then it's
Although, okay, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go down this road for just a second because there is a channel on YouTube. Frag, hang on a second. I got to find this now because it's actually pretty damn funny. Where is God? I watch a lot of crazy shit on YouTube. Come on, I know you're here. Oh shit. It's called Pongfinity. Pongfinity. It's ping pong, but they do some crazy shit. They tried reproducing Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks, and they actually did pretty well with it. There's one they have called the funniest ping pong match in history, where they basically have 2 tables set up side by side with a connector in the middle in an H shape and play 2-on-2. It's fucking hysterical. It's like, okay, that was actually, it's kind of interesting, actually. I mean, they do some crazy shit like that. Actually, I'm not a ping pong player by any stretch of the imagination, but I was like, well, damn, that was actually kind of cool. You have an iPhone, Bill.
I do.
I am going to hang on a second. I know there's an option here for it.
Right now, I'm trying to look up to see what the price of this is going to be to watch this race.
Here we go. I'm going to share a link to our page from YouTube. Gabriel Iglesias goes into Siri and the color of your iPhone. I'm just going to call it fluffy iPhones. It's Gabriel Iglesias is pretty friggin' hysterical, I admit. Excuse me, but I saw this. It just because I do use Siri quite a bit, and I will say that this made me laugh my ass off. Let's see. Let's see.
I have it over here. Is it charging my phone?
You can't just take my shit.
My shit's on it too. Relax.
Anyway, enough, Carter. You're fine.
Almost
Somebody's
Carter.
dog in the neighborhood is going nuts, and my dogs are not appreciating it. Let's see.
Eat.
Golf is still going on, but with nobody there.
Okay, so the Fast Pass for Dirt Vision, which will let you watch every single race, is a $39 a month subscription.
$39 a month.
Will be billed in a 4-week cycle, $39 every 28 days. Single day pay-per-view options will remain available for the event with $24.99 per night. So $39, yeah, you'd have to pay the $39 for the monthly fee to watch probably that 6 days of thing.
I'm sure you can find it streaming somewhere for free.
And now when it comes to Dirt Vision,
I'm sure you can find it somewhere for free. If it's online, somebody's going to have it for free somewhere. Let's see. Here we go. So for our star watching friends and listeners, if you look up, this was last night. Son of a bitch. Well, anyway, last night around 11 p.m., you would see Mars and the moon. The two will be hanging out we're hanging out in the September sky side by side. Unfortunately, at night, I don't get to see shit because there's too much fucking light pollution in this village. Thank you, Harley.
what was that all about?
The guys out there selling drugs again, and Cody sees it.
Harley, come here, babies.
They're drug sniffing.
Stop barking. What are you barking for? What are you barking for?
Barf, barf, barf,
What are you
barf.
barking for? What are you barking for? Huh? What are you barking for? You big babies.
Let's see.
Yes, you are. Oh, now you want your belly rubbed. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. You haven't actually lost me, but the dog wants his belly rubbed.
Yeah, we've lost you. So, getting a little celestial.
Later.
The moon is getting rusty.
The moon is getting rusty?
Yeah. Scientists had the same reaction you probably did when they reached the conclusion. It shouldn't be possible. After all, there's no oxygen on the moon, one of the two essential elements to create rust, the other being water. But the evidence was there. India's lunar probe, Chandrayaan-1, orbited the moon in 2008, gathering data that has led to numerous discoveries over the years, including the revelation that there are water molecules on its surface. The probe also carried an instrument built by NASA that could analyze the moon's mineral composition. When researchers at NASA and the Hawaii Institute of Geophysics and Planetology analyzed the data recently, they were stunned to find hints of hematite, a form of iron oxide known as rust. There are plenty of iron-rich rocks on the moon, but rust is only produced when iron is exposed to oxygen and water. At first, I totally didn't believe it. It shouldn't exist based on the conditions present on the moon, said Abigail Freeman, a scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Not only is there no air on the moon, but it is shit. Sorry, hang on, pop over. There we go. Not only is there no air on the moon, but it is flooded with hydrogen that flows from the sun, carried by solar wind. Rust is produced when oxygen removes electrons from iron. Hydrogen does the opposite by adding electrons, which means it's all the harder for the rust to form on the hydrogen-rich moon. It's very puzzling, said Shua Lee of the University of Hawaii, the lead author of the study, which was published on Wednesday in the journal Science Advances. The moon is a terrible environment for hematite to form in. After months of research, Lee and the NASA scientists think they've cracked it, and the answer to the mysteries lies in our very own planet. The theory, here's the theory. One major clue was the rust was more concentrated on the side of the moon that faces the Earth, suggesting it was somehow linked to our planet. Earth is encompassed in a magnetic field, and solar wind stretches this bubble to create a long magnetic tail in the downwind direction. The moon enters this tail 3 days before it's full, and it takes 6 days to cross the tail and exit the other side. During these 6 days, Earth's magnetic tail covers the moon's surface with electrons, and all sorts of strange things can happen. Dust particles on the moon's surface might float off the ground, and moon dust might fly into a dust storm. And Lee speculated oxygen from the Earth travels on this magnetic tail to land on the moon, where it interacts with lunar water molecules to create rust. The magnetic tail also blocks nearly all solar wind during the full moon, meaning the moon is temporarily shielded from the blast of hydrogen, opening a window for rust to form. Our hypothesis is that the lunar hematite is formed through oxidation of lunar surface iron by the oxygen from Earth's upper atmosphere that has been continuously blown to the lunar surface by solar wind when the moon is in Earth's magnetotail during the past several billion years, she said in a press release by the University of Hawaii. This discovery will reshape our knowledge about the moon's polar regions, they added. Earth may have played an important role in the evolution of the moon's surface. This theory could also explain why rust has been found on other airless bodies like asteroids. It could be that little bits of water and the impact of dust particles are allowing iron in these bodies to rust, they said. But some questions remain unanswered. For instance, though most of the rust found on the near side was on the near side of the moon, some smaller traces were also detected on its far side, where Earth's oxygen shouldn't be able to reach. It's also still unclear how exactly water on the moon is interacting with rock. To gather more data for these unsolved mysteries, NASA is building a new version of the instrument that collected all the existing data, and one of the features will be able to map water ice on the moon's craters and may be able to reveal new details about hematite as well, said NASA in a press release. So the moon's getting rusty, dude. That's actually kind of cool. I mean, it's interesting to see the interaction on a celestial scale like that. Let's see. Discovered the first planet with 3 suns, possibly. So any of our Star Wars fans out there, a wobbly ring of dust around a triple solar system 1,300 light years away may have helped astronomers find a rare planet. Forget about Luke Skywalker's fictional Star Wars home planet of Tatooine and its 2 suns. Astronomers say they may have found the first known planet that's caught up in the orbits of 3 different stars. The rare triple star solar system, GW Orionis, is 1,300 light years from Earth in the constellation Orion. Imagine 2 suns orbiting around each other in an interstellar dance. Now imagine a third star circling both of them about 1.2 billion miles away. It was 3 bright rings around the system that helped astronomers at the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array, ALMA, in northern Chile discover the phenomenon. Hang on, scrolling. The inner ring is what caught their attention as it was misaligned compared to the two outer rings. And the three stars, according to the statement by the National Radio Astronomy Observatory, if you were to look at the rings from their edge, the inner one would appear to be on a different plane than the outer two. So, can you imagine living on a planet where you had three suns instead of just one? That'd be kind of freaky. You talk about having a hell of a suntan. I'm trying to see if they got
daytime every day.
Well, that's what I'm trying to see. It's it doesn't really get into details about, like how the planet would be daylight wise, but interesting. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. I can't even imagine living on a planet with three suns. That would be different. Elon Musk stresses Mars colonists will probably die, but the expedition will be glorious. Makes me want to sign right up. Oh, I got to find something fun to talk about. I really do. I want something fun and funny here, damn it.
Destroyed gravestones in Bridgeport leaves families searching for answers. Your stories. Bridgeport, New York. Gravestones at a cemetery in Onondaga County have been destroyed and family members are left picking up the pieces. Literally.
Yeah.
You just don't see why anybody would want to do something like this. Christian Punny, a concerned loved one, said. Punny received photos of her family members' gravestones knocked to the ground on Saturday, September 5th at the Bridgeport Cemetery on Route 298. Mom and Dad's stone, which was tipped over. My 18-month-old nephew was tipped over, and two of my cousins were tipped over. And when I came out today, I saw all of the other ones. Probably said Christine wasn't the only one of the cemetery. Another stranger was feeling the same pain. Nancy Rosie parents' grave was also vandalized. Rosie said, "It literally is heartbreaking. I mean, this is supposed to be a nice, peaceful place for you to come visit your family members. You know that all you have is memories. You want to come see them and talk to them. Both family members are unsure of who did it and why. That's why Ponley called the police and the cemetery caretakers, but she's still searching for answers. I called the caretakers when I got home and was very shocked. He said, this has never happened before, and he said we would try to see if his insurance would cover it." And he said, in the meantime, she's hoping those who've passed can rest peacefully. It's like the dead can't even rest in peace. They have to still be bothered. Rosie said, "I don't know if it was kids or if it were adults. I don't know, but I just want the story out there. State police are handling the investigation." You know, people that want to knock over a headstone are nothing but scumbags.
No, I mean, I've heard of cow tipping, but headstone tipping's a whole different world.
Yeah, you're like, street phone.
Now, I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit for a second here, but stay in a similar theme here. Pope Francis, head of the Catholic Church, has once again condemned gossip, describing it as a plague worse than COVID during his Sunday prayers. The Pope also said the devil is a gossiper who aims to divide the Catholic Church. I can't make this shit up. I really can't. Gossip is a plague worse than COVID. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not entirely wrong there, but trying to convince people that gossiping is wrong, you might as well, I don't know. I can't even come up with something that'll, yeah. I got nothing on that one. I'm just trying to find something funny to talk about. Let's see.
Nope.
Not much. Lots of shit going on. Nope. Let's see. What's entertainment news got?
I'm going to see if there's anything strange going on in Florida recently.
Well, Tenet, the Christopher Nolan's new film Tenet, debuts modestly as theaters start to reopen. Had a $20.2 million opening weekend. That's pretty cool. How is Keith Richards spending his quarantine? Keith Richards will never die.
Florida man wanted after pushing wife into path of truck on I-75. St. Petersburg, Florida. Authorities are searching for a Florida man accused of attacking his wife on Interstate 75 and pushing her into the path of an oncoming semi-truck. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, 47-year-old James Morgan of Summerfield attacked his wife on Thursday morning. After the pickup truck they were in almost crashed from a tire blowout as they were traveled on I-75 in Pasco County, which is north of Tampa. Morgan grabbed the steering wheel and almost caused the victim to lose control after the blowout, officials said. She was able to stop along the shoulder, and that's when an argument between the two began. Troopers say Morgan pulled her from the driver's seat by her hair. So they had a blowout, and he wasn't happy with her because she pulled over on the side of the road. I don't know. He headbutted her and punched her several times before pushing her into the path of an oncoming truck on the interstate, according to a state trooper's report. The truck driver was able to avoid hitting her, the agency said. Morgan fled into the woods. Officials couldn't find him after a search of the area by troopers and Pasco County Sheriff's deputies. The Florida Highway Patrol was granted a warrant for Morgan's arrest for attempting murder, and the search for him continues.
Damn.
Only in Florida can you take and beat up your wife, push her into a semi-truck, and headbutt her.
Yeah.
Push her in front of us.
Hashtag
Wait.
Florida man.
Hold on, wait a minute. I think he also punched her too. I think that's what it said in here. He headbutted her, punched her,
Hold her by her hair.
pulled her by her hair out of the truck,
And then threw her in front of the truck.
and then tried to throw in front of her semi-truck
Because she got a blowout.
because she had a blowout.
Is that a hair blowout?
So my question is that a hair blowout or a
Possibly.
tire blowout?
Possibly.
Or probably a hair blowout. The humidity got to her hair.
So anybody that has Disney Plus, the new Mulan movie, the live action movie, is available for streaming now. I see. Give me something original. Don't remake shit. But anyway, I'll probably still watch it. No lie.
I think I finally found one.
Are you guys going to do weird?
Florida man reportedly used $2 million in virus aid to buy a boat.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Casey David Crowther has been charged with forgery grossing millions through a paycheck protection program. A Florida business owner who received more than $2 million in COVID-19 relief fund, using nearly $700,000 of it to buy a 40-foot boat, authorities said. Casey, 35, has been arrested and charged with fraudulently acquiring millions through the Paycheck Protection Program for his company, Target Roofing and Sheet Metal. The PPP was a part of the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act, CARE Act. The program was set up to help small businesses pay their employees and maintain their business during the coronavirus pandemic. According to the complaint, Crosby made false and misleading statements to a lender in April in order to secure the loan. He then used approximately $686,417 of all the funds to purchase a 2020 40-foot Caterman boat. Prosecutors say he transferred the rest of the money to multiple businesses accounts and closed the accounts he used to obtain the loan. If convicted, he faces up to 30 years in federal prison. Rosie is the latest business owner charged with fraud by federal prosecutors for crimes related to the loan. Wow.
Florida man arrested for DUI after hitting a drive sober or get pulled over sign. The sign's claim checks out. That is literally the headline I just read.
Oh my God.
When a sign warns you to drive sober or get pulled over, about the worst way to test that claim is by running over the sign. The digital sign belonged to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida. Officers arrested Bounty Sharamai, 22 of Northport, Florida, for driving under the influence after he hit the sign. He was arrested after officers found him in a damaged Mazda near the sign. Officers said that he claimed to be on the phone with a friend at the time of the crash, and he had been studying with a friend before getting behind the wheel that night. In this case, the gentleman who was driving had no idea he even hit anything. He was oblivious to the fact that he ran over the sign. According to the arrest report, he failed field sobriety tests and blew a BAC of .166 in the breathalyzer test afterwards, over twice Florida's legal blood alcohol limit, over twice New York's too. In addition to the DUI charge, he faces property damage charges for hitting the sign. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office sign was put on a median to remind drivers of the consequences of drunk driving. As part of the larger Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign, where that slogan means exactly what it says. Should have heeded that warning before getting into the car, man. Hashtag Florida man. You can't make this shit up.
No.
Accepting $100 bet, man learns important lesson about sharks at a Florida beach. After reportedly accepting a $100 bet to mess with a shark, a man found himself with the animal latched onto his arm at a Florida beach last weekend. A video posted to Facebook on Monday, which has now been widely shared, shows an unidentified man calmly standing around with his right arm firmly wedged in the jaws of a baby nurse shark. I can't even. Wow. Orlando realtor Jerry Porter, who filmed the video, told the station the man's buddy bet him $100 that he wouldn't touch or grab the shark. Well, indeed, he touched the shark, and though he is probably now $100 richer, hopefully he learned an important lesson, that sharks will indeed bite your dumb ass. Direct quote from the story. Oh, shit.
Dumbass.
Oh, shit.
Let me see. How old is this one? Hold on. I'm trying to see how old this one is. This might actually be pretty good.
There's a new story at TVC. A boat broke into a cop car and ate the paperwork.
This is back from like January. This is in Castleberry, Florida. A Florida man is behind bars after robbing a store disguised as Spider-Man. Deputy said as a man showed up unmasked to a Winn-Dixie wine and spirit store in Castleberry, Florida on January 2nd. He lives, but then he leaves it, but then returns. This time, he's wearing a Spider-Man mask. Police said Edward Holmesy stole nearly $150 in liquor and $420 in Newport cigarettes. Wilborn was arrested back in January. Wilborn is a repeated offender, according to the Flemington County Sheriff's Department. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man would stop the crime.
I thought Spider-Man is supposed to stop the crime.
Well, it's been times have been tough, man. Times have been tough. Well, you know what? We're past the hour mark, so I think we're in a good spot to wrap it up. Unless you have any last tidbits to add.
Old County, Florida man called his dad and said, "Help." Moments. I am not reading a CNN article. Florida man arrested after baby found covered in heroin. I ain't reading that either.
Yeah, I passed by that one.
Pipe bombs. We'll start looking up for like new Florida man articles because some of those, like, really, you're gonna go into a store dressed as Spider-Man to steal shit. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Well, do you really need me to answer that?
I mean, wake up, people.
Ooh, bless me. Well,
Only
anyway,
America.
this has been a much more fun episode than we've had lately, so it's kind of nice. Once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You can find us on all of your usual podcast outlets. If you want to check out the video on YouTube while you're listening, you can find, go to youtube.com, search BJ and Coffee, and we will pop right up like the overcaffeinated podcasters we are most days, even though I'm on beer number 5. No, 4, because I used 1 to make beer batter.
And I'm gonna say right now, this cheap ass coffee that is fucking nasty as fuck.
Dude, once you've had Death Wish, there's nothing that compares. That's just how it is. But
A little Leprechaun drink my Death Wish.
Thank you to everybody for watching and listening. We do this every week to keep you guys entertained. Hopefully you have a good time. If you have any questions, comments, stories you want to submit, hit us up. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/BJandCoffee. Email us at bjandcoffee@gmail.com or drop a comment on our YouTube video. We're always happy to hear from the fans. And, so don't forget, you have the potential to do awesome shit. You really do. Sometimes it just takes a minute to sit down, take a look at your life, and see what needs to be changed. But you know what? You can do it because we have faith in you. You guys have a great week, and we'll catch you next week. And Bill?
Have a great week.
Thank you, Tony the Tiger. Have a good one, everybody. We will catch you later.
Have fun.